Hi, Marty Fuller here. Today I'm going to talk about living your dreams and why it is so important. Your dreams are not just entertaining ripples in your wildest imagination. Your dreams are whisperings of your inner being. Your inner goddess is talking to you, tempting you, showing you what is possible. All you have to do is listen, and your path will unfold right in front of you. You just have to take the first step, and the rest follows. Here I have to mention that your spiritual path is very different than the plans that you make when you want to go on vacation. If you're going on vacation, you plan out the whole trip. You buy your ticket, you know where you're going, even before you pack your suitcase. Walking your spiritual path is totally different. On your spiritual path, you only get to see one step at a time, so you don't have any clue where you're going after that step. This is because we create our own path as we walk it, but only one step at a time. After you step onto a new step, it is up to you, your dreams, and your visions where your next step will show up. This is because we are co-creators of our own reality, which means we can choose where we're going every step of the way. The good thing about this is that even though we don't know where we're going, it's okay, because we are still in the driver's seat and we get to decide which direction to go next. It's a bit scary because we don't know what's going to happen as an outcome, but it is so worth it to be in charge of your own life on this level instead of just sitting in the back of the bus and letting someone else drive your life for you. This is what running your own business is all about. It's about you being captain on your own ship. You may need someone like me to show you how to read the map and how the compass works, but once you know this, you can go anywhere you wish. And this gives you such a feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction that it is worth the anguish and suffering of not always knowing where you're going. Then the question is, what if you're a mom? Can you still run a business even with small children in your life? Yes, it is possible. It just depends on how much you want it and how dedicated and focused you are to your vision. One of my business mentors, Leonie Dawson, told a story of how her husband gave her an iPod after she had her daughter, and how she was writing internet courses for her website with 2 fingers on her iPod while her daughter was nursing. Personally, I became a single mom when my son was only 2. I didn't have enough money to pay for childcare, so I got a job with a local merchant to assemble pillows that he imported from Romania. He gave me huge rolls of fabric that had to be cut into squares and pinned to the pillow fronts, and I was cutting the fabric all over the floor in my living room. My 2-year-old son was watching, and he wanted to help. We put the fabric pieces into piles according to size, and he would fetch me a piece of the right size fabric whenever I needed another piece. He also loved handing me the pins when I was pinning the pieces together. So it isn't easy to run a business with kids in your life, but it is possible. You can either incorporate your kids into what you're doing, work when they're asleep or at school, or get together with another mom and take turns watching the kids. Having kids may slow you down in your process because you have to deal with a million interruptions. But following your dreams doesn't mean that you have to move fast. I love Leonie's philosophy, which is that if you are able to do something every day to move your business forward, you will eventually reach your goal. To this, I can also add that as a creative person, you almost never have the satisfaction of completing anything because there's always more things you can think of adding to your project. So just get used to it. If you need to close down your computer in the middle of something, it'll still be there again the next time you open it. The best thing about women is that most of us are natural multitaskers. We can easily push 3 or more projects ahead at the same time without losing track of what we're doing. Therefore, you'll often find that it is totally possible to run a family, take care of everyone's needs, and still be able to squeeze in a few hours for yourself, where you get to be super focused and incredibly creative. You'll be surprised how much you can get done when you hunker down and don't allow anyone to disturb you. Here's a tip. Let your kids paint you a sign that you can put on your door that says, "Do not disturb." My kids used to love doing that, and there was even a chance that they would honor the sign if it was one that they had painted. So you might wonder for yourself, why is it so important for creative people to find the time and space to allow their creativity to flow? Why don't we just rest or have a hot bath instead? This is a very good question. Once you start listening to that creative whisperer inside your being, it becomes a drive so strong that it even overrides how tired you are. Expressing your creativity actually gives you energy. It makes you so excited that you start feeling really high. I call it divine buzz, and I love that feeling. You don't even need coffee when you're on divine buzz. It makes you so blissed out, so drunk on the divine energy that flows through you, that you forget everything else. And best of all, it kills boredom. That is why creative people are never bored. Personally, I only feel bored if I'm not able to be creative. So when it comes to living your dreams, all I can say is you can do it. And not only can you do it, you should do it, because you owe it to yourself to allow the creative divine energy that flows through you to express itself in your life. It wants to, it needs to, and it nurtures your soul in the process. So no matter what your situation is, I want you to know that if you want something badly enough, you can find a way to make it happen. It is as simple as that. You just have to decide what you want and how much you want it. And as you start visualizing it and feeling what it would be like to have what you want, the universe responds to your desires, and the law of attraction provides the rest. So make a commitment to yourself right now to live your dreams, and then watch your life change. Bye.